It's the day we've all been waiting for. The final night of the USL League One regular season is upon us. It's the time of the year where fates are decided in dramatic fashion, and it will be Texoma closing out their first year of existence on the road against one of the hottest teams in League One, South Georgia Tormenta FC. I'm Josh Lill, happy to have you with us this evening, set to bring you all the action, sponsored by Optum Sports Medicine. A look at the league table, Knoxville or Chattanooga will have a chance to hoist the Players' Shield tonight. It would be the first trophy in either club's history. Spokane, they've locked up a top 3 seed, and Omaha need a victory to claim that last first-round hosting spot. Now Tormenta, they would need 4 results and much more to bring the postseason to Statesboro. Charlotte, Avialta, and Madison all vying for that final postseason spot, and Texoma, as of today, currently out of playoff contention. And a major factor as to why South Georgia will be playing soccer in early November. It's the Barbadian forward, Niall Reed-Stephen, who has set league records with the most goal contributions in 9 and 10 match spans, respectively. Coach McKeever pointed out the growth of Reed-Stephen, not just as an individual, but how it's rubbed off on the other players. He's taken the simplicity of the game and just developed it to a whole other tier. He's elevated Tormenta's attacking numbers, as they are now the top scoring team with the highest conversion rate in the league. And over to the visitors, in a season of ups and downs for Texoma, Javier Garcia has been a bright spot. He's represented his home state with the uttermost amount of pride, and the switch of keepers made early on by the coaching staff paved the way for the McAllen, Texas native to not only have success, but help lead his side to a mid-season 7-match unbeaten streak. He looks to put on one more dazzling display tonight on the road. Texoma seek to finish 2025 on a high note and cool off a red-hot South Georgia Tormenta side that is unbeaten across their last 8. Both clubs will have one more go at it in the regular season. Starters to kick off up next.
I need to try it first.
Are you suffering from hip or knee pain? Don't let the pain hold you back. The region's most experienced robotic joint replacement team at Optum Health System offers an individually tailored approach that is more precise and creates smaller incisions. For you, that can mean a faster recovery with less pain. Your comeback starts here. Call today to find out if robotic-assisted joint replacement is right for you.
A little comfort is knowing someone's there for you. There for your business. There for your community in good times and in bad. With preparation, hard work, and relentless determination, at Georgia Power, we're there when you need us most. We're here for Georgia, and we're here for you.
The Clubhouse in Statesboro, Southeast Georgia's best place to play. The Clubhouse in Statesboro, where fun is done.
I need to try it first.
Live from Tormenta Stadium, one last regular season match on home turf for South Georgia Tormenta FC as they welcome Texoma FC to town. This match presented by Optum Sports Medicine. It's the same exact pitch that saw the Ibises win the 2022 USL League One Championship, back with Ian Cameron at the helm. Now with Mark McKeever leading the way, this is the lineup that will take them through the final match of the regular season and into the postseason. Starting lineup for Tormenta, also brought to you by Optum Sports Medicine. Austin Pack, the 2023 League One Goalkeeper of the Year, has stopped 61% of his shots this year. Mikhail Rashid has had formidable defensive play this year, one of the better shot stoppers for the home side. Gabriel Alves leads the team in crosses So you have to look for him to feed Yanniv Bazzini and Sebastian Vivas in the box, who have combined for 14 goals this year. And of course, Niall Reed-Steven set to wreak havoc amongst Texoma and any future opponents this year for the Ibises. Over to the visitors, it will be Javier Garcia. Between the six penalty kick saves as mentioned in the Open this year, the most by any keeper in a single season and career for a keeper. Jordan Chavez, the captain whose mates defended him in that scuffle last week against Knoxville, set to command the back line one more time. It's also a lineup that features 3 teenagers for Adrian Forbes. 19-year-old Patrick Stasfiski making his 3rd league start of the year. 18-year-old On-the-Air Flowers makes his first professional start, and 19-year-old Reed Valentine scored his first professional goal this year. Ajmir Spangler, the heartbeat for this Texoma side, leads the club in goals, shots, and chances created. Picturesque evening and beautiful weather in Statesboro, Georgia, 73 degrees. The wind is blowing 9 miles an hour to the southwest. Head official tonight, Mario Maric. Tormenta in their navy kits with white letters and numbers. Texoma in the road whites, red pinstripes, dark letters and numbers, and we are underway for the final time in the regular season in Statesboro, Georgia. Tormenta FC and Texoma FC set to do battle. Plenty of news around the league in terms of scores and playoff implications this evening, as all 14 teams taking part in 7 matches. And we'll update you as the night goes on, as we understand some of the viewers, not only fans of Texoma or Tormenta, but the league as a whole. And most notably, starting off, Portland Hearts of Pine drawing even at 2 apiece with AV Alta. For Portland, it was a must-win in order to get a home game in the first round. That will no longer happen. AV Alta, part of that class of 2025, alike Texoma, joining League One, have been eliminated from playoff contention. They join the likes of Texoma and Westchester as 3 of the expansion sides to have been eliminated. Portland and Naples in postseason play, looking to be just the 2nd and 3rd teams in league history to win a playoff game in year number 1 of existence. Spokane did it a year ago and made a run to the league championship, and eventually fell to Omaha. Chavez on it, and will safely play it back to Javier Garcia. It's intercepted by Niall Reed-Steven, challenged in the box. Texoma stay on the ball, and the hand is in the air. Niall Reed-Steven, so dangerous in open play, and letting Texoma know they might not get away with it again. Working into the box, and it's Patrick Stasfiski, the 19-year-old, getting all of the ball. Actually got jammed between his legs. And the Chicago native standing tall on the star Barbadian, as Gabriel Alves will safely put that one out of play. Both these sides got together on May 10th last time. It was a 2-2 draw and a back-and-forth affair. Gabriel Alves there, wearing number 3, was the initial goal scorer on the evening. Will Perkins would answer. Aaron Walker would take the lead for Tormenta, and Luke McCormick would have a late first-half response. So all 4 goals in the previous matchup taking place within the confines of the first 45 minutes of play. And if that should be any indicator of this game tonight, have your eyes peeled here in half number one. That was also back when Ian Cameron was leading the way for the Ibises. Not an ideal start for Tormenta this year, and it's been quite a shift for the ages in USL League One. Very similar to Union Omaha, who have a slightly longer unbeaten streak than the 8 games that Tormenta is riding currently. Tormenta doing a lot of the right things as of late, and that was the case when they faced Texoma last, as Reed Steven has his cross deflected, kept alive and swung to the outside. Running behind by Jimenez, out of play for a corner kick. And this is an area where South Georgia was completely and utterly dominant against Texoma last time. Led the crosses department 26-6. Had double the amount of shots that Texoma had inside the box. Final third entries were appalling, as Reed Steven on the backside looking for Rashid, and the offside flag is raised. The question tonight for Mark McKeever: will those attacking stats, if they are to supersede Texoma's, will it be enough for 3 points? Again, barring a miracle, it would be very tough for Tormenta to advance to the 4 spot, but a chance tonight to just shift the matchups up. Right now, as it would stand, they would face Spokane Velocity up in the Pacific Northwest. A match in which they very well could have won just a few weeks ago. Austin Pack made a penalty kick save on Luis Heel, but left his line early. Heel got a second chance, and that match went even. Javier Garcia making sure things are to his liking. Started now in 24 matches this year, stopping 65% of his shots. Got the starting nod after the first 6 games. It was Mason McCready's job. Eventually won by Garcia. But Adrian Forbes pointed out, from the start of the season, even up until this week, there's always a competition for keeper. A start on one match day does not guarantee the same opportunity at the next game. And Garcia has helped make the club better, and as well worked in conjunction while competing with Mason McCready, as the two make each other better on every given day. And McCready, while it was tough to lose his starting spot, has been nothing but a good sport and willing to learn from the opportunity. Garcia, the 27-year-old, would love nothing more than to close his 2025 campaign with a clean sheet. Early pressure from Tormenta. They've controlled 58% of the ball thus far. A wicked cross sent in. That ball with lightning speed looked like it left the hand of the Dodgers' Shohei Ohtani. Eventually works into the defensive backfield for Tormenta. and they'll reset. Justin Malou making just his 4th start for Mark McKeever this year. Joining Mikel Rashid on the back line. And it's a defense, to simply put it, was dominant against the Greenville Triumph a week ago, winning the Peach States Derby. Yannick Bazzini, Mikel Rashid, Sebastian Vivas, and Jonathan Nianjo, the 4 goal scorers for Mark McKeever. And something to keep an eye on for Tormenta. Yannick Bazzini, that was his 5th opening goal in League One play this year. A player that loves to set off the fireworks early. Hasn't quite found that touch thus far. Giaune sifting through the defense. A one-hopper right to Austin Pack. And we'll slow things up here in the 10th minute. We talked about formidable defense with Mikel Rashid in the open. And it's really applied to all 11 players. It's a big reason of why this defense conceded just 2 shots on target last match and none in the first half. Setting the tone early on. Texoma looking to shift that narrative. Giaune beating Jimenez to the ball. Eventually rolled back and controlled by Perkins. Now Giaune. Around to the captain, Jordan Chavez. Interception. And a diving stop there by Austin Pack. It might have been headed for the side netting. But to the dismay of Texoma, an injured man lay on the pitch. It's Brandon McManus. Ajmir Spangler winding that one to the near post. In that moment, McManus taking a hit to the front of his body. Head official Mario Maric to check on him. McManus to his feet. Became the club's first ever goal scorer in the US Open Cup. Back when it seemed so long ago in that 2-1 loss to Foro SC. McManus would wind up with 8 across all competitions this year as the ball played in, flicked on, but not in the positive direction that Adrian Forbes would have liked. It's collected by Jimenez and can't be unleashed on that near flank. Cabral switching the field of play. Nice soft touch from Bazzini. How about Aldier Flowers in his first professional start, putting the pressure on the Tormenta forward. And here Flowers had to chase down Bazzini in open space. He loses control on it, and Vivas called for the foul on the far side. Teddy Baker, the lone goal scorer for Texoma in that 2-1 loss to Knoxville on Sunday. The club accumulated 7 yellow cards, and that man, Jordan Chavez, took a hard challenge from Knoxville. And his teammates stepped up for him. And Davey Mason would be sent off trying to protect his captain. And in the days leading up to the match, I had a chance to ask Adrian Forbes about that. And he joked, saying he doesn't know if he's in a position to comment on bookings due to the amount he's accumulated over 2025, but he was adamant in saying it's important that the players react when their captain goes down. He doesn't want scuffles to start, and he was adamant in saying that. There's no place for that in the league, but you have to defend your leaders, your teammates. So for anyone wanting to play for Adrian Forbes, you have to defend your fellow guys if you want to play for coach. And speaking of bookings with Texoma, Jordan Chavez with the first yellow card of the night. That'll be his 12th on the year. It was the club's second ever signing in the offseason. Look at it here, Vivas has his jersey tugged there. Progress impeded by Jordan Chavez as this ball on the far side along the byline. And diving is Garcia to prevent a near side touch by Sebastian Vivas, who was lurking. Immediate pressure applied by Tormenta. Chavez looking to get back into his right spot. And now we have a shove on the near side. 2 weeks in a row, there's been scuffles and hair is being tugged. JP Jordan in the mix of it. And we'll see how Mario Maric handles this situation. Niall Reed-Steven getting into it with Javier Garcia. Mikel Rashid and Connor Doyle attempting to control the tempers. And right now for Mark McKeever, the last guy you want in that scuffle is Niall Reed-Steven. Although his booking count is low at just 4, you want to keep him as far away from a red as possible, and it's Oscar Jimenez showing the yellow card for Tormenta. And Will Perkins will share in the yellow card with Jimenez. There was a tackle on the near side, pushing and shoving ensuing after the play, and Mario Maric with a good job to clean it up quickly and de-escalate the situation. So it's Perkins with it, and Vivas might have had the challenge, then Jimenez, well, body slams Will Perkins, and he retaliates. To be honest, I'm quite shocked that there wouldn't be a red card there, given the fact that Jimenez picked up Perkins and threw him to the ground. And there is Perkins, the Detroit native. Might have those same thoughts, but we'll have to play through it. We're scoreless in the 18th minute after another scuffle that involves Texoma FC. It's a gritty side. Regardless of the record, the spot in the standings, they won't go down without the last swing. As Cabral plays it to the backside, finds a head, blockered away by Javier Garcia. An instinctual save made by the Texoma veteran. What a ball by Cabral, and an excellent header that forces Garcia to the turf. A corner kick opportunity for Tormenta. This Texoma defense tested early. Finds the head of a player in red and white. One back by Tormenta. Another ball in and off the side netting. And Sebastian Vivas shown a yellow card for the challenge. As we mentioned, that's what led to the pushing, shoving, and slamming of bodies. And there is Vivas. who hasn't had the same role that he did last year. This is just his 5th start since mid-July. And last time out, recording just his 2nd goal and assist, as that one is in! A storm is brewing in Tormenta, and it's Jackson Simba Kazanzu with the early score. Tormenta huddling, thinking things over, and a moment of appreciation. And it is Jackson Simba Kazanzu with his first goal in a Tormenta kit this year. He knew it immediately, and the 6'2" defender skying through a crowd of Tormenta players along with Texoma, high-pointing the ball and putting the home side up. Jackson Simba Kazanzu coming over from San Diego Loyal before the move to the MLS. Struck a pro deal, scored 2 goals, took part in the playoffs 3 years ago. The words that coaches have used to describe him: he's an athletic player that succeeds with his aerial ability, and that's exactly how he gets the job done. And Brandon McManus going right to the turf. And Mario March not wasting time, waving the training staff on. Tormenta players also checking in on the Texoma forward. And I don't know if there was slight contact with Reed Steven that might have led to that awkward stumble. But McManus is down, and our thoughts and prayers are with him and the rest of the Texoma players. Again, it was Brandon McManus going down for Texoma. And while the training staff checks on him, we'll take a step back here, update you on events around the league. But what a stellar crowd here at Tormenta Stadium. Mark McKeever, since taking over, not just as an interim head coach, but having the interim tag removed, there's been a bit of revival in Statesboro. It's the reason they're competing for a spot in the postseason. And again, with this being the final day of the regular season, other matches having quite significant implications on what's left to play. And McManus emotional coming off the pitch. Good sportsmanship, great sportsmanship rather, from Jackson Simba Kazanzu, who offered to take and help Brandon McManus off the pitch, but will need help from the training staff. Our thoughts and prayers with Brandon McManus, wishing him a speedy recovery. But here is the Tormenta goal. Jackson Simba Kazanzu with his first in a Tormenta kit. That one coming off of the corner kick. Oscar Jimenez will be credited with the assist. An early strike from Tormenta has them up 1-0. Meanwhile, the Chattanooga Red Wolves lead Westchester SC 1-0 in the 23rd minute of play, as they are in a chase for the Players' Shield. Spokane Velocity on the road against Union Omaha with a 1-0 lead. Naples and Charlotte in the 11th minute scoreless. Knoxville and Greenville, no one has found the back of the net at the 10th minute. And in the Henny Derby, just beyond the hour mark, Richmond leading Madison 3-1. Diego Pepe, the 20-year-old El Paso native, will come in off the drop ball for the injured Brandon McManus. And with this being the final regular season game for Texoma, that will be it for McManus in 2025. Again, we wish him a speedy recovery. Play resumed. You have to imagine the emotions are a little heavy right now for Texoma. Losing a player that's been so crucial to their success this year. McManus making 21 starts, scoring 6 goals, and recording 1 assist in league play. And with this match, has now amassed over 1,600 minutes this year. As Reed Steven can't find the connecting pass, Bazzini dancing around and has his shot blocked. Trickles outside the area, and back to Reed Steven. Seeking Vivas, and doesn't get the much needed touch. Gabriel Alves won that national championship in 2020 with Marshall. Took part in the MLS Showcase just a couple of years ago and brings wicked delivery to the table. As there's the latest example. Texoma wanting a handball against Tormenta. And they won't get it. Connor Doyle, the captain, over to retrieve the ball. Doyle, one of the more decorated players in the history of USL League One. If you take him and Aaron Walker, they've now combined for over 24,000 minutes all time in USL League One regular season. This being the 169th match that Doyle has taken place in. And as that header has popped up, there's Doyle from distance. And we'll send that beyond the confines of Tormenta Stadium. Yeah, Reed Valentine in the right spot. But Teddy Baker just giving an inch of room for the Tormenta captain. He's dangerous even with a little space to squeak a ball through. It's swung around. Looking to play through the lines, and Texoma are unsuccessful. And Mark McKeever mentioned the vibe is just great right now at Statesboro. You know, the initial objective coming in and taking over as the interim head coach was setting new goals and attempting to reach new objectives. Playoffs for the first goal, but then he mentioned that second part to continuing to get better and reach our goals is not getting stuck in what we've previously done. So you look at the success of the 11 matches in which Mark McKeever has coached in this 8-match unbeaten streak. Tonight, that means nothing for Tormenta. They just have eyes on moving up the table as far as possible. Seeking 3 points tonight. But momentum is a beautiful thing, and it's important for Tormenta to not lose it. Mark McKeever and his staff wanting to add the mental attributes and understand the variables heading into the playoffs, making it known for the players. Using today as another day to just get better and work on certain things. As Alves, that ball squeaking through along the byline, but Mario March will say it went out of play as Javier Garcia, lucky to not be tested, way off his line. Alves so sneaky on that left side. Jackson Simba Kasanzu finds the head of Alves. And yep, too heavy of a touch there by the left back for Tormenta. Union Omaha have just evened it up against Spokane Velocity. It's now 1-1. Right around the half-hour mark. Union Omaha with a victory. Can host a first-round playoff match. Right now, as it stands, for Tormenta fans, as Garcia will take the goal kick. The Ibises would be in the 5th spot and go to Omaha. We'll do our best to keep that possible first-round opponent available to all the fans at all times. Reed Stephen through traffic. A type of player for Mark McKeever that's not afraid to take on several defenders at once. Able to win the ball back in traffic and finish in tight spaces. Close quarters passing, eventually pried free. Due to the graceful legs of Connor Doyle, it's one back. Beautiful display of passing, and then Jimenez a little overzealous in his reach for Connor Doyle. Perkins with the throw-in, right from the same spot where he was shown a yellow card earlier tonight. Mark McKeever wanting his guys to go quickly, but Reed Stephen took a second to get back up on his feet. For Texoma this year, they've brought a product to a community that did not have professional soccer a year ago. Introducing the pro side of football to the natives of Sherman, Texas. And if you look at the supporters that have grown from that very first match all the way up until now, it's been an incredible sight to see. When talking with the staff and Adrian Forbes leading up to this very match, they mentioned the supporters group. It started quite literally as just a few people. Now it's an entire section that can be quite menacing for opposing teams at time and will certainly grow throughout the offseason as Texoma head into year number 2 in 2026. Corner kick drawn by Tormenta. Adrian Forbes laughed that, you know, the fans not only want to meet their favorite players and have jerseys signed, but Coach Forbes has been greeted with yellow cards and wants those signed, or well, fans want those signed by Coach Forbes. But he would have loved to give them the postseason football that the fans were hoping for, but the culture shift in the sport of soccer in Sherman, Texas, it's been quite impactful on the community, and it sets up to be an exciting 2026, as that one barely misses. Jimenez will have another go at it. They've scored off this action once tonight, and it takes a deflection. Justin Malou in the area as well. They go short side, looking to play through that central column from distance. That one about 10 yards over the head of Javier Garcia. Jimenez, one of the leaders that has helped Mark McKeever through the transitional period, has 9 years of experience in the USL Championship. Most notably won back-to-back titles with Louisville City FC. And his second in the club's history in assists with 39. Has brought valuable play to this Tormenta side. You can see on the right side of your, well, the near side of your screen, he spreads out play, making a streaking run on the near side. We'll have to chase after the ball. Possibly a chance to catch Texoma in a scramble mode. One area, or a couple, where Tormenta have improved his shots on target as Garcia's tested. The duels 1 per game and shots on frame per match have gone up since McKeever's taken over. The emergence of now Reed Steven, Yaniv Bazzini, Sebastian Vivas back to his scoring ways. Mason Tunbridge, whether in the starting 11 or coming off the bench, they make it so tricky for opponents to defend. All the overlapping and underlapping runs on the flanks. Ball tested in the central column and worked out wide. Vivas in the middle, seeking the ball. Bazzini with it himself. Played in, and it is to Vivas off his chest, and the flag is raised. Get ready for all the exciting postseason action as the USL playoffs, presented by Terminix, kick off in November. The top teams will battle it out for the ultimate prize. Go to USLLeague1.com for all the latest playoff information. And as we're just beyond the half-hour mark, 6 other matches taking place at this very moment. Richmond looking to eliminate Ford Madison. They lead 5-1 in the Henny Derby in the 73rd minute. Omaha and Spokane even at 1 apiece in the 36th. Naples, Charlotte, along with Knoxville and Greenville, scoreless beyond the half-hour mark. And Westchester putting up a fight on the road against Chattanooga, even at 1 apiece. Earlier tonight, Portland Hearts of Pine going even at 2 apiece to AV Alta. And Eduardo Blancas with now 6 goals from direct free kicks. That is the most by any club or any player in a single season. And now the most by any individual player all time in League One. It has been rather, and that stat continuing to grow. Eduardo Blancas, the free kick king, and can Ajmer Spangler channel his inner Eduardo Blancas? Chavez goes down at the edge of the area. Vivas smartly playing it back, and Jimenez can loft it deep. Seeking the run of Cabral. Gabriel Cabral can't beat Garcia to the ball, but has put the pressure on nonetheless. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Lone goal scorer thus far, Jackson Simba Kazanzu. His first with Tormenta since coming over from San Diego Loyal in the offseason. Set pieces continuing to be crucial for Tormenta. Tight quarters in the corner. It's brought in by Jaune, taking it himself. That ball behind Pepe. JP Jordan from distance has it blocked. Teddy Baker. Seeking Jaune and inaccurate in the process. To the very end, Texoma giving it their all, and that was to be expected. Something Adrian Forbes is quite proud of within the club, from the players to the staff. everybody involved in making Texoma FC what it is. Again, you look at that stretch. There's a foul against Ajmir Spangler, the former Tormenta man, taking down Justin Malou. Doesn't like it one bit. Mario March to check on Malou. Spangler thought he had all of the ball. The far side official thought otherwise, but there is Adrian Forbes. He knew what everyone was saying about his club at the start of the year. After starting with 5 losses and 2 draws in league play, but he took his side through a pivotal 7-game stretch in which they took 17 of 21 available points that set them up in the playoff conversation, put them above the postseason line, having only been eliminated a couple weeks ago. But he wanted to thank his wife, Ben Clarvis, Adam Lewis, and Tristan England, and everyone involved with the club to help put Texoma and the players in the best position to perform. But it just goes to show the runs in a season are important, but it's when it happens. Tormenta 8 unbeaten, but it just so happens that it's here at the end of the season when it was needed most. Played across, Doyle, beautiful find, ball floated and over the byline. It's been scrappy play and unsuccessful for both sides as of late, but a great sequence as Doyle was looking to unlock Alves in his run. Couldn't contact the ball well enough, and here in the 41st minute, a goal kick for Garcia, whose side will look to develop a little more consistency, not just tonight, but in the days leading up to 2026 and through the following season. That'll be a pinpoint, as Coach Forbes knows that his side can compete with anyone's best on any given day. Look, tonight, Tormenta, one of the hottest teams in the league, and Texoma going toe-to-toe with the Ibises. Each side with 2 shots on target, but 6-2 overall in favor of the home side. But just 1 touch inside the opposition's box for Texoma. They'll need to work through this compact Tormenta defense in order to find any sort of success here in half number 2. How about Tormenta with 6 corner kicks won? The opportunities have been there to score, just haven't done it at a higher rate. The home side looking for a foul. They won't get it. Lengthy throw in here. Pepe on Rashid. Cycled around to pack, one of 2 goalkeepers to score in a League One game all time. Did that against Greenville. That one would clinch a draw for Tormenta. Wouldn't that be a sight to see tonight? Reed Steven, one-on-one, and cannot find Alves. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Plenty of those filled tonight, both in the bleachers and around the surrounding areas of the pitch. One last home match in the regular season for Tormenta. Big part of this higher seeding, while it is very near impossible for them to get a home match in the first round, the higher the seed, the better of a chance they could host via an upset in other matchups in USL League One. There's so much to look forward to. Texoma with a lengthy distance to go here on the free kick. It's Spangler and Baker on their normal duties. Kazimir Spangler thought about going from distance. Jaune's cross, dangerous one. And a shove to the left of Austin Pack. Goes the favor of Tormenta. A nice setup here, and it's Patrick Stasviski with the shove from behind on the defender. Easy call there for Mario Maric, the head referee, rather. Omaha have now taken the lead against Spokane, up 2-1. Played through to Garcia, and dangerous pass on the ground. Tormenta with a chance to add. It's Doyle, the veteran. Feet inside, knocked away. Perkins collects, and Texoma avoid disasters. There's now 4 minutes of stoppage time indicated by our fourth official. Spangler on it. Ops to Perkins. Lamin Jaune leads the club in assists. His cross right to the hands of Pack. You have to imagine South Georgia are thinking about adding one more, not settling with a 1-goal lead heading in to halftime. Chance in the air for Tormenta. Eventually falls their way. It's Sebastian Vivas double teamed in the corner. Not a lot of space to work, but somehow finds Yaniv Bazzini. 10 goals inside the box this year with the Israeli forward. Won't get his chance just yet. Rashid down and hurt. Now Reed Steven, ball into the center. And Mario Maric will check on Mikel Rashid, who is down for Tormenta. Jackson Simba Kasanzu, the lone goal scorer, trying to stretch out the leg of Rashid. And landing awkwardly with Diego Pepe in the vicinity. The training staff officially on. And again, we send our best wishes to Mikel Rashid as he gets looked at. Javier Garcia tonight conceding off the corner kick. But like Kazimir Spangler, has been another area of life and fresh breath for Texoma. Helped to reset the vibe and set a new tone around the club. Great offense starts with good defense. No better man to have between the sticks than Javier Garcia, in constant communication, making sure his guys are good to go and understanding the schemes. And if you look at that unbeaten stretch of 7 games, the club only conceded on average 1 goal per game and faced just over 3 shots per match. It's a credit to the defense for limiting the opportunities, and then Javier Garcia simply doing his job, stopping shots. And Mikel Rashid slow to his feet. Not a loss that Mark McKeever and the fans want to see nor need, as there is Coach McKeever going over strategy with his coaching staff. Attempting to figure out where to go from here if Rashid needs to come off. He'll be out momentarily until the fourth official waves him in. Set piece chance. They've scored once. Can they do it again? Slow roller to Lamin Jaune. Looking for late half success. Spangler seeking the through ball, and it's out to Doyle. Baker spinning around, and he might have tripped over the ball, but Mario Maric calling it as a foul. Maybe one last chance here for Texoma. Points tonight on the line for Tormenta, not so much with hosting, but just the future matchups in the playoffs. Stasfiski on frame, save made by Austin Pack. Stasfiski seeking his first professional goal, and he almost did it on one of the best to stand between the sticks in the history of USL League One. There's a reason a goalkeeper of the year title never truly leaves your name. In Austin Pack having to get to the ground and beat Stasfiski. If he's on his 2 feet, the likelihood of that ball heading to the back of the net is extremely more likely. Pepe winning that duel on the byline, double teamed, and it's Mikel Rashid to poke it away. Good to see him back on his 2 feet. Four minutes of stoppage time initially shown, but the injury to Rashid most definitely extending added time here in half number 1. Baker has liftoff within swing, headed down, Pack not on it, and a foul called against Texoma. Austin Pack doesn't like it one bit. It's understandable. March cleaning up the contact within Pack's vicinity. Tormenta have had 65% of the ball, and Avi Alta likes that, and have doubled the amount of accurate passes that Texoma has accumulated. But most importantly, they will head to the locker room with a 1-0 lead over Los Pájaros here on the final day of the regular season. The lone goal scored by Jackson Simba Kazanzu, assisted by Oscar Jimenez on the corner kick. Plenty of other chances, but opportunities foiled by good defensive plays, sliding challenges, and keeper saves alike. Adrian Forbes and Mark McKeever, they've had their fair share of words to say about the match. But we have more highlight stats and news from around the league coming up.
Hi, I'm Michelle Smith-Lang from Kids World Learning Center here in Statesboro, Georgia. Let us take care of all of your childcare needs here at Kids World Learning Center, from your infants all the way to your after-schoolers. We also have a summer camp and holiday camp for those older children. And we have our brand new bus for our field trips, for the children to have fun and to learn and to explore new things all around our beautiful county. Thank you for trusting us with your most prized possessions.
I need to try it first.
Imagine a world where every small act of kindness sets off a chain reaction, where one moment of compassion ripples outward, shaping the community around us. This is our home. This is our family. And just like the game we love, we are stronger together. Because here, in our humble corner of the world, the ripple effect begins with us. One gesture, one act of care, one unwavering commitment to something greater than ourselves. This is more than a hit. This is who we are.
Optum Health System's commitment to you has not changed. Unmatched safety and compassionate care. Others may talk about the new normal, but at Optum Health System, we've always provided high-quality, personalized care safely. If you have recently delayed your care, we want to reassure you we are prepared to care for you. Our absolute commitment to safe, high-quality, personalized care is stronger than ever. We welcome you back to Optum Health System.
Back at Tormenta Stadium with an excellent crowd on hand, their Ibis leading Texoma FC 1-0 at the break here on the final day of the regular season. Josh Lill with you tonight. Pleased to have you with us. While we have a moment, let's take a look at plenty of news around the league. Well, Portland continuing to draw eyes and hearts, setting the attendance record for a single match in USL League One at Fitzpatrick Stadium up in Portland, Wayne, after the club's midweek win against Spokane. And Fort Wayne FC looking pretty snazzy, if I do say so myself, with that new logo. They unveiled that and their new branding ahead of their inaugural season in 2026. And as we mentioned earlier, FC Naples and Portland Hearts of Pine will be the lone two of the class of 2025 expansion sides to head to the playoffs. They'll be the fourth and fifth expansion teams to clinch a playoff spot in their first season of existence ever, looking to be the second and third teams to win a postseason game in year number one, following up Spokane from a year ago. Plenty of noise made around the league in Team of the Week, and Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. with a brace against Portland, continuing to prove why he very well could win the Golden Boot award this year. And Charlie Ostrom also getting Team of the Week nods for Omaha, currently atop the Golden Playmaker race. Sean Lewis has been formidable between the sticks for Knoxville, both in the Mark McKeever days, Ilya Illich times, and now for Ian Fuller, Vincenzo Candela has just completely turned it around at Union Omaha. 11 matches unbeaten. Again, this is your Team of the Week from USL League One. But we'll be back shortly with more around the league coming up.
I'll show you something so big that you ain't never seen before. I'll show you something you've never seen before.
Whoa, termites can eat a pound of wood a day. 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 What's wrong, Daddy? Daddy? You okay?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee that covers up to $250,000 in new termite damage. Before panic shows up, Terminix it.
Prinks Tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines. From early mornings to late nights. From fun with friends to winner takes all. From the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks Tires will be there for the long haul.
Tell them that's like
enough to put Portland into the postseason. Reaches to the whistle. It ends.
A little comfort is knowing someone's there for you. There for your business. There for your community in good times and in bad. With preparation, hard work, and relentless determination. At Georgia Power, we're there when you need us most. We're here for Georgia, and we're here for you.
A one-goal lead for South Georgia Tormenta FC here at the break over Texoma FC. Lone goal scorer Jackson Simba Kazansu netting his first in a Tormenta kit. Josh Lill, pleased to have you with us this evening. And taking a look at the current and live league standings, brought to you by the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. One Knoxville, as it would stand, they would go home with their first ever trophy in club history. Chattanooga to follow in the 2 spot, and they would face Portland. Very match coming up next, and stay tuned. The final 45 minutes of play will not disappoint. Tormenta lead Texoma 1-0, and plenty more coming your way here with USL League One.
Are you suffering from hip or knee pain? Don't let the pain hold you back. The region's most experienced robotic joint replacement team at Optum Health System offers an individually tailored approach that is more precise and creates smaller incisions. For you, that can mean a faster recovery with less pain. Your comeback starts here. Call today to find out if robotic-assisted joint replacement is right for you.
I'm Michelle Smith-Lang from Kids World Learning Center here in Statesboro, Georgia. Let us take care of all of your child care needs here at Kids World Learning Center, from your infants all the way to your after-schoolers. We also have a summer camp and holiday camp for those older children. And we have our brand new bus for our field trips, for the children to have fun and to learn and to explore new things all around our beautiful county. Thank you for trusting us with your most prized possession.
I need to try it first.
At Savannah Hilton Head International, you can choose from 11 different airlines, including Southwest Airlines, Breeze Airways, and Avelo Airlines. With up to 70 daily nonstop departures and over 30 nonstop destinations, Savannah Hilton Head International gives you more choices for a travel plan that fits your needs. Savannah Hilton Head International. Visit flysav.com.
Imagine a world where every small act of kindness sets off a chain reaction, where one moment of compassion ripples outward, shaping the community around us. This is our home. This is our family. And just like the game we love, we are stronger together. Because here, in our humble corner of the world, the ripple effect begins with us. One gesture, one act of care, one unwavering commitment to something greater than ourselves. This is more than a kit. This is who we are.
Good vibes only at Tormenta Stadium as the Ibises lead 1-0 over Texoma FC, and plenty to like as Tormenta FC headed to the playoffs for the first time in 3 years back when they won the League One title in 2022. But here we are in 2025. Let's take a look at how we got to where we are today in this one-goal affair. So starting off, Gabriel Cabral, a cross to the far side, and a better stop by Javier Garcia down to his knees on the ground. Tormenta very good in the air, can be quite threatening. And just before the 20-minute mark, this is where Jackson Simba Kazanzu would do his damage off the corner kick from the feed by Oscar Jimenez. 6'2", Simba Kazanzu skying above the crowd to put that one beyond Javier Garcia. A chance in transition, and Doyle seeking Gabriel Alves, but can't poach that ball over the head of Garcia. It would remain 1-0. Furthermore, in stoppage time, it was a bit extended due to an injury, but a ball into Patrick Staszewski seeking his first professional goal has that one stopped at point-blank range by the veteran Austin Pack. And taking a look at halftime stats, we have a 1-goal lead for Tormenta, dominant in the shots department, but Texoma, they've picked up the pace of play. Late in the first half, they lead with shots on frame 4-3, but possession has gone Mark McKeever's way. It's not a stat they usually dominate, but 66% has given them plenty of opportunities in the attacking third tonight to make noise, which is why, well, they've accumulated 7 corner kicks compared to Texoma's 2. We'll see if that number continues to go up in half number 2 and how they can build on it. Just a total of 4 bookings thus far tonight from Mario Maric. Let's head back to the pitch where the players are in their huddles, ready to break for second half play. 45 minutes to go in the regular season for both these sides. Just 45 more minutes left in Texoma's season, looking to make the most of it. The adversity that Adrian Forbes' side has faced and how they've handled it and found success through it. It's very impressive, and again, says a lot about the nature in which the club conducts their operations. Tormenta looking to add on as it would stand. They would go on the road to face Union Omaha as the 5 seed in the first round. Earlier it was looking like Chattanooga or Spokane, but that goal by Jackson Simba Kazanzu is the reason Tormenta FC have slowly moved up the table. Again, we will do our best to keep you updated on scores around the league, but for now, there is the USL Select ball set to be put in play by Texoma. And they will begin play going left to right, Tormenta right to left here in half number 2. I'm Josh Lill. Very happy to have you with us. Bad touch by Austin Pack, and his back line recovers. Mason Tunbridge in, along with Taylor Gray on these substitutions, which are brought to you by Pestmaster. Jimenez's day will be done. Art McKeever looking to save a little bit of legs for that first round playoff game. And there is Taylor Gray, our first look at him. Came over from Chattanooga FC and MLS Next Pro. Back when the club was at Nisa, had a hat trick and was named to Nisa's best 11. But with Chattanooga FC making the move to Next Pro a year ago in 2024, he scored the team's first ever goal in their new competition, as Gray is slow to get up.
But then we've got Aldi all the way back in at right back. We don't need that. Be brave. Be brave. Be fucking brave. Fucking losing the game. Look at the fucking season.
Being brave on the ball, the message tonight for Texoma. An early opportunity to strike, and could not take it themselves. You can expect them to come out with flair as the line led by Diego Pepe. It was a starting 11 that consisted of 3 teenagers to start the night. Aldier Flowers making his first professional start, along with Patrick Stasviski and Reed Valentine. Mario Maric indicating a corner kick, and Tormenta looking for a handball on that crossing chance. Tunbridge up ahead to Gabriel Cabral. And no, Valentine keeping his arm out of harm's way. Not doing anything to hinder the cross. It will stick with the Ibises. Cabral has 1 assist this year. A low cross, finds Alves. He's quickly back on it. And Taylor Gray will settle things down. Tunbridge has his pocket picked. Johnny unable to get out into space. With Madison falling to Richmond and Avi Alta drawing to Portland, the Charlotte Independents take the last playoff spot, the 8 seed. They will face either one Knoxville or Chattanooga. Whoever comes away with the Players' Shield. Knoxville and Greenville, Naples and Charlotte, along with Chattanooga and Westchester, all even in the second half. Only games with leads are the one on your very screen, and Omaha with the 2-1 advantage on Spokane Velocity. The passing numbers have told the tale this evening. 251 compared to Texoma's 129. Tormenta leading in the accurate passes department, 197 to 82. They've been dominant on the ball. As the flag is raised, even when giving it up, they've been able to spread out this Texoma defense, which really only on the corner kick where they conceded the goal, they haven't given in to the pressure. They've stood their ground. Only conceding 3 shots on target. Now where Texoma have had their bread and butter offensively, it's outside the box, 7 goals as the offside flag is raised. And Tormenta, that's why you see them so aggressive on the ball once it hits the attacking third. They know the power and accuracy that Adrian Forbes' side plays with, specifically with the likes of Ashmir Spangler. Ashmir Spangler, the former Tormenta man, in the starting lineup tonight for Texoma. Spent just 1 year in Statesboro, took part in 31 matches, scored 2 goals, and accumulated 6 assists. A valuable player for Ian Cameron a year ago. It's a side that didn't see the playoffs, but finally getting a chance to play for that ever so illustrious trophy in the month of November. Deep free kick chance. Tunbridge. Tormenta looking for a little eye candy on the early movement from Cabral. It does not work to no avail. but a chance for them to reset. Forced on their back foot by a pressing Texoma side. Unleashing run for Justin Malou. Centering pass, Cabral has it stopped by Garcia. What a ball up ahead on the near side to Justin Malou. Alves unleashing the veteran defender. A ball seamlessly into the central column, finding Gabriel Cabral. Couldn't muster up enough strength on the ball to power it through Javier Garcia. An early test here in the second half. Tormenta have to be pleased with the shot numbers. Now it's just converting. We mentioned atop the broadcast, they do it better than any team. Heading into tonight, 52 goals scored and converting at 21%. Both league highs. As Bazzini can't dribble through two defenders. Flowers dancing inside. His pass steered aside. And it's Spangler from distance, and it's grabbed by Pack. And that ball had wicked intent written all over it. We talked about the ferocious play that Texoma has outside the area. And that man specifically, Ajmir Spangler, is a threat to any defense within those given areas. Texoma under duress. Forced to play it long. Still a little too early to say if it was unsuccessful, but Tormenta now finding a way to make the most out of it. Gabriel Alves looking for the nutmeg on Aguilera Flowers. The 18-year-old coming into tonight, just 4 matches played for 85 minutes in league play this year. Again, the first-year pro, seeking his first professional goal contribution, getting valuable minutes on the final day of the regular season. The young guys with a chance to play spoiler on the road against a red-hot Tormenta side. And what a playoff matchup that would be with Union Omaha. Gray, the intended recipient, finds it cleanly, and the field of play switched. Alves, outswinging ball, finds a head. Looked like Vivas went down in the box. Had no immediate will to ask for a penalty kick opportunity. Cabral with a nice challenge on Spangler. Texoma have been in plenty of one-goal games to this day, 13 of them in league play. Obviously not counting draws, considering those are even. But in one-goal affairs, Adrian Forbes' club has come away with 6 wins and 7 losses. Those close matches, whether they're high-scoring or more low-scoring affairs, it's not necessarily the most sustainable way to win games. And you're seeing it there with a sub-500 record in over a dozen occasions as Alves on the ground. And tonight, Texoma tested again in another one-goal situation. The question is, can they keep it within reach and attempt to even it up? Or will Tormenta find a way to extend? We're nearing the hour mark. The Ibises are asking all the right questions. Have yet to find an answer. Flowers. Give away to Cabral. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. Cabral, lofted ball on the byline for Vivas, tiptoeing, keeps it alive. Alves dancing. Accurately finding Cabral, opting for Doyle, and heads up beyond the byline for the fans. The captain looking to go from distance. 2 goals across all competitions this year and not afraid to let it fly. Heads up. Doyle, known as assist man, trails Neil Vignals of Spokane for all-time assists in league history with 20 in the second spot, but trying to add goal scoring to the repertoire there. He has the ability to do it. Pax punt off the head of Chavez. One back by Gray. Gray will have to go through 3 defenders, and it's unsuccessful. Spangler has that one poked. Down goes Cabral, advantage played. Up ahead, Bazzini. The flag down momentarily. Yaniv Bazzini. Crafty! Bazzini with a bombastic finish, and Tormenta double their lead. A couple of key challenges in the midfield. It's won by Cabral and played to Yaniv Bazzini, who smartly puts the brakes on, sends 2 Texoma defenders flying to the byline, and it's Sebastian Vivas off the little touch by Gabriel Cabral, finding Bazzini. Whoop. And there's Bazzini, not missing. Goal number 11 in the league this year, and number 12 across all competitions for the NC State alum. That's now 11 goals inside the box for Bazzini. You have to imagine going forward in the playoffs that somebody is going to have to mark this man inside the 18-yard box. He's so dangerous on the ball. And there, a well-timed run off of an advantage played with Gabriel Cabral drawing a foul. Aaron Walker coming in for his veteran, Connor Doyle. Again, those two have amassed over a combined 24,000 minutes in League One regular season play all time. Experience replacing experience. But not before the 26-year-old Yaniv Bazzini tacks on for Tormenta. Ball takes an awkward doink off a Texoma player, and the whistle immediately blown by Mario Maric. Texoma and Tormenta players alike checking on the injured man. A ball to the face is never a good sight. As the training staff immediately on. It's Teddy Baker, who is a 23-year-old. The England native has emerged as one of the bright talents in USL League One, leading the club in successful passes into the final third and second in penalty area entries. Javier Garcia, not much he could do on that past opportunity. And on the drop ball, we'll reset the tone for Texoma. Baker appears to be good, and we'll await his arrival based on the fourth official. Pepe into the corner. Key strip there from Tormenta. Nice touch inside. And with room to work, Mason Tunbridge, crafty on the ball. Tunbridge to Vivas, and dispossessed. As we're beyond the hour mark, Jackson Sibakazanzu and Yannick Bazzini responsible for the 2 goals, and Mason Tunbridge with crafty footwork and clever passing did not lead to a Tormenta goal. Might have another chance here. Bazzini looking for his run. Or the pass off the run, excuse me. FC Naples has now jumped ahead 1-0 on the Charlotte Independents. Knoxville still scoreless with Greenville, and Chattanooga even at 1 apiece with Westchester. Tormenta continuing to threaten in the attacking third. And Texoma, you can hear the coaches saying, hold your shape. Stick to your defensive principles, and again, a 2-score game with just under a half hour to go until stoppage time. This match well within the reach of Texoma. With Naples leading on Charlotte right now, South Georgia would drop to 6th and have to go to Spokane, as Tormenta have the tiebreaker of total wins in the league table over Portland Hearts of Pine. Taylor Gray. Justin Malou swinging it around to Cabral. Heavy collision. And Aaron Walker quick to his feet. Long ball played by Texoma. Can't find the youngster on the air. Flowers double teaming Malou, the former championship man, and Flowers takes a tumble after colliding with Malou. Vivas with 1 assist. Advantage played in favor of Tormenta. It's likely against Flowers. Gray. That might have gone off of Sebastian Vivas. Yannick Bazzini refusing to give Ajmer Spangler any space. This 2-goal lead not enough for Mark McKeever's side. when Mark McKeever was with One Knoxville throughout 2023 and about 60% of the year in 2024. The scoring numbers were not eye-opening, just 1 goal per game, less than an assist per match. But the defense spectacular. Conceded less than a goal in 2024 on average. But even scoring multiple goals was not something of a common sight. It's different this year, it's Tunbridge! Mason Tunbridge with no regard for souls in Statesboro. It's a 3-piece for South Georgia. We were just talking about how Mark McKeever has ignited the defense and the attack alike in this Tormenta team. They're looking to go unbeaten across 9, and they're doing it in style. It's Yaniv Bazzini. Finds himself scoring on one end and assisting on the other. Mason Tunbridge recording goal number 9 on the year. He is postseason ready. A dazzling display of offense tonight. And for the 5th time in 2025, under Mark McKeever's leadership, Tormenta have scored 3 goals in a match. Substitution for Texoma. It's Leland Gray. Now in for Lamin Jaune in the 70th minute. Texoma now trailing by 3. Another giveaway. And you can hear the cries of frustration from the Texoma players. This transition is the reason Tormenta stand where they are, as Taylor Gray looking to cut in. That's why you do the footwork drills. You can look like Taylor Gray.
Substitutions now for Tormenta. Alinare, number 4 in for
Handwala Buana will come on for South Georgia. And Thabo Nare, the 22-year-old from Cary, North Carolina, who came over from LAFC2 and MLS Next Pro, will get some key minutes here in the final stretch of the last regular season game of the year for Tormenta. These substitutions brought to you by Pestmaster. Handwala Buana has found success as a sub, 3 goals and 2 assists in 2025. Nare still seeking his first professional goal contribution. Cabral swings it around to Nare. .61 degrees in Statesboro, not a cloud in sight. The fans, players, coaches, and the staff of both clubs could not have asked for better footy weather. Pack gives it away. Spangler on it. Great pass inside, and it's blocked away. At one moment, Austin Pack out of position and able to make a crucial save, looking to preserve what could be his 4th shutout on the year. Massive score update from Chattanooga, Tennessee. The Red Wolves leading Westchester 2-1 as Pepe with the shot. And Tormenta okay with conceding the corner kick after Pack's phenomenal stop. In-swinging ball, batted away by Pack. And it's a second consecutive corner kick in favor of Texoma. Austin Pack in the bright blue kit wants to be the first on the ball. Won't get that chance. JP Jordan from distance. An inviting ball. Not finding much success for Texoma. Austin Pack, a League One runner-up in 2023 with the Charlotte Independents. One of the better save collectors in the history of the league. As there is a big collision in the midfield, Mason Tunbridge getting the worst of that, but drawing the foul. Tunbridge with the most recent score for Tormenta. But availability is a club's best ability. In Texoma, you look at all the issues they had at the start of the year, whether it was injuries or visa-related, it didn't help. But talking with Adrian Forbes throughout the year, he mentioned once he gets everyone available, will be a much dangerous team, as Ajmir Spangler called for the push. He was right. After those 7 games, that's where you look at that strong part of the season for Texoma. But since then, it hasn't been easy. Solomon Asante has missed the last 17 games, along with Donald Benamina. Phila Dilamini had not been in squad for 14 matches this year. Dane Damage not in squad for the last 15 matches. And Diego Pepe missed 11 games at the start of the year, as Tabonari shown a yellow card. But the availability, definitely a kryptonite for Texoma this year, and nothing to do with their own accord. Again, sometimes outside factors having that impact, whether it be injuries, numbers, or performances of other players. And Tormenta really letting every second tick off this clock. But given the availability issues that Texoma's had, they have responded magnificently. Both these clubs that you see tonight were once at the bottom of the league table. Texoma, they had fought through adversity and worked their way up as Cabral unleashes Buona. Handwala Buona will not get a chance with the offside flag in the air. Texoma at one point was 6th in the league standings after 7 consecutive match weeks at bottom of the league table. They took significant jumps from 14th to 11th, up to 8th, 7th, and finally 6th halfway through the season. A big high point after their victory against Forward Madison. And there's a lot to look forward to for Adrian Forbes' side going forward. At the keeper spot, you have Javier Garcia, Mason McCready, both players who have taken part in significant minutes this year. And also there's the camaraderie factor. Before this year, this combination of players, or 75% of these players, as some rosters are never exactly the same going from year to year, this combo you see, it never existed. So there's coming in, creating that continuity, letting it happen naturally, but also, with the clocks ticking at the start of the season, having to develop that. Adrian Forbes had nothing but great things to say about his leadership crew that helped him in the early stages of this year. Jordan Chavez, the captain, a championship guy that was put in as a leader to help the younger guys. And even though Solomon Asante has been out the past few months, that is someone that is one of, if not the most decorated two-way offensive player in the history of the USL Championship. There's a couple of substitutions taking place for Texoma. Philadelimini in for Texoma, as well as Damian Marino. Osi Ramos unavailable tonight after a card suspension, but found his voice as a leader and became an integral part in the club's locker room. Preston Kilwine, a former Tormenta man, and Angelo Council, trusted older guys on the back line for Texoma that have improved the quality of play on the pitch and helped everyone in front of them get better in terms of the communication from the back line. And of course, leadership doesn't go without talking about the qualities Ajmir Spangler brings to the table for Texoma. Great leader on and off the pitch, and brings a load offensively. Much to look forward to in 2026 for Los Pájaros in Sherman, Texas. Ball ahead, and Pepe looking for a dangerous chance. Ian Marino on Nare. It's into the corner and safely played out of play. Another score update. Spokane have even things at 2 apiece on the road against Union Omaha. Chattanooga in the 75th minute leading Westchester 2-1. Valentine in a battle of his own. And Texoma having to backtrack. Knoxville lead Greenville 1-0. So even with a Chattanooga lead, those two results were to stand, Knoxville would go home with their first ever trophy in club history and would host the Charlotte Independents in the first round of the 2025 playoffs. Here in the 80th minute, a 3-0 lead for Tormenta. And Pepe cannot contain it on the byline. Texoma still playing with the all gas, no brakes mentality. Would love to put one score, a couple good attacks together. But this stingy Tormenta defense hasn't given them those wanted chances, but Reed Valentine wins it back. Maybe an opportunity, but with a miscommunication. Tormenta now working transition. Tunbridge looking to throw off the defense. Inviting ball forward to Taylor Gray. He'll have a go, and it's stopped on the ground by Javier Garcia. Taylor Gray has had a couple of good chances on the far side of the pitch here in the second half. It would have been tight quarters to find Handwala Buana on the near side. It is Taylor Gray, in fact, to win it back. Mark McKeever teaching his guys that the belief system is what is going to carry the team the rest of the way beyond today and possibly through several rounds in the league playoffs. And that belief system, it just comes down to finding different ways to win. Crossing chance available. It's behind Buana. Cabral keeping it in the attacking third. Tunbridge through to Buana. Dancing around. Tunbridge from distance, it's blocked. Alves on it. And it's long for Buana. Texoma in transition, seeking success. Nare wins it back for the hosts. Vivas takes a shove. They play through it. Gray looking for the overlapping run. Gets the connection. It's Tunbridge looking for two, opting it off. Buana, one-timer! But the flag is up. Immediate offside call. That would have been a doozy of a finish for Gabriel Alves. A passing display at its finest. You see the overlapping run, and Taylor Gray along the byline sees the centering ball, and an unselfish handoff here from Tunbridge to Buana, and a beauteous find in front of the net to Alves. It won't count for anything, but that still might be one of, if not the best passing displays we've seen in the league all year. Perkins in a battle of his own, and Tunbridge fighting through three defenders. Baker will get the best of him. Naples now leading Charlotte 2-0. It's looking more likely as there's a shove in the middle of the pitch. It's looking more likely like Tormenta will take on Spokane Velocity in the first round of the playoffs. If all results hold, it's Naples that would get that last hosting spot in the first round. Alves along the near touchline. Chavez pokes it away from Buana. Mark McKeever not wanting his guys to worry about the what-if situations, trust the ability that they have to win in various situations, to carry them all the way through the postseason. But he's mentioned transition. That is what is going to win you games down in the stretches. Here's a transitional moment. We've seen it twofold tonight for Tormenta. Vivas can't stay on it. Buana nearly losing it. And Gray able to poach the ball away. But Yaniv Bazzini and Mason Tunbridge getting their goals in big transition moments. That is going to set the tone for Tormenta going forward. They're faster than most teams, and in the second half, they didn't even have Niall Reed-Steven. Starting 11 that can consist of Yaniv Bazzini, Mason Tunbridge, Niall Reed-Steven, and Sebastian Vivas. Might be one of the more lethal starting 11s in all of the league. Alves dancing, stuttering. Walker. Unsuccessful attack for Tormenta. Garcia will finally pick it up. 1% progress every day is what Mark McKeever has hoped his side has achieved this year. Mentioned he's a big believer in it. And playing with an invigorating amount of energy. I'm talking with Coach McKeever throughout the past couple of months. It's one of the big lessons he learned in his time away from League One between Knoxville and Tormenta. Specifically, Newcastle United's Jack Ross. To never have a day off and never have an off day. Bring the energy. The players and the coaching staff, they rely on that. And it's translated into the final 12 games of the year, all led by Mark McKeever. The pace, energy, and attitude that the Ibises have carried with them since mid-August. It's the reason they stand where they do. As it's Buana. His cross denied. And Texoma collect. Ball popped up at the edge of the area. Vivas has his jersey nearly torn off. A few of the Tormenta fans in the crowd. Desperate for a PK opportunity, might not need it with their side leading 3-0. And 2.5 minutes to go until second half stoppage time. And final regular season match of the year for both sides. Tormenta season will continue in the 2025 playoffs presented by Terminix. As for Texoma, their inaugural season will come to a close. Ian Marino, nice ball through, and Pepe never had a chance with the solid positioning by Justin Malou. Malou near side. And it's long for Alves. Spokane and Omaha still even at 2 apiece. Just short of the 90th minute. Chattanooga and Westchester now in stoppage time. Red Wolves leading 2-1. Westchester SC continuing to put up a fight, just like Texoma. Though Adrian Forbes' side, nothing on the score sheet to show for it, but the efforts have clearly been there. Stasfiski around. Tormenta's defense has stifled Texoma tonight. The visitors have had some moments of success. 8 shots, 6 of them on frame. But 6 miraculous stops by Austin Pack. As Cabral taken down via the upper body, and good sportsmanship shown there. Villa Dilamini taking down Cabral and checking on him instantly. There will be 4 minutes of stoppage time indicated by our fourth official, excuse me. 4 minutes to go until the playoffs for Tormenta. And now less than 4 minutes left in the inaugural season for Texoma. Stasfiski, quick give and go with Ian Marino. Walker calling for a last touch by Texoma. His appeal will not work, and the visitors maintain the ball. Bouncing ball cleared away. Volley attempt. Acrobatic efforts there from Handwala Buana. Looking to find a run on the near touchline. Walker. Malou over to Gray. Pushed immediately to the ground. Taylor Gray has been a spark off the bench for Tormenta. Has a shot on target. And a couple of touches in the opposition's box. Just another reminder that this Tormenta side is deep heading into the playoffs. Not just the 11 you see tonight, but multiple combinations of it can give Mark McKeever success over the next few weeks. And also play on the bench. By that man specifically, Handwala Buana has elevated the play of Tormenta. And Gray hustling to the ball. The home side looking for more, not satisfied with 3. Would love 4. Buana cutting inside. Challenge won there by JP Jordan. Eventually losing track of the ball, and a corner kick favorable for Tormenta. And Garcia's livid about it. Jordan might have been the last to touch. Just about 60 seconds left in Texoma's season. It will end in frustrating fashion. Valiant efforts tonight, not enough to compete with South Georgia Tormenta, who will now go unbeaten across 9 consecutive matches to close out regular season play. That is a club record. Cabral, he wouldn't mind a goal. That one stopped by Garcia. One last heroic denial for 2025. And you knew Javier Garcia would not go out quietly. He'll exit 2025 in style after that save. Quick attempt, Walker looking for it. And that ball long for Alves. Time running out here at Tormenta Stadium in Statesboro, Georgia. The fans awaiting the sound of the whistle from Mario Maric. Garcia's boot into the air, and that is it. Texoma FC's inaugural season comes to a close, and the journey begins for South Georgia Tormenta FC, who end 2025 on a 9-match unbeaten streak across league play. They'll head into the playoffs red hot, and Texoma will head back to Sherman, Texas with high hopes for 2026 after positive play through the midseason and final months of 2025. Austin Pack recording the 6-save shutout for Tormenta. Efforts from Mason Tunbridge, Yaniv Bazzini, Jackson Simba Kazanzu. Enough to propel Tormenta through the 2025 regular season on a positive note. It's just the second time that Tormenta will advance to the postseason in League One play. They're 1-for-1 in runs for the title. 2022, the first and only time they made the league playoffs. They went home with hardware. They close out 2025's regular season with a 3-0 victory, and the chase for the trophy begins. We'll be back with more highlights and stats coming up.
Hi, I'm Michelle Smith-Lang from Kids World Learning Center here in Statesboro, Georgia. Let us take care of all of your childcare needs here at Kids World Learning Center, from your infants all the way to your after-schoolers. We also have a summer camp and holiday camp for those older children. And we have our brand new bus for our field trips, for the children to have fun and to learn and to explore new things all around our beautiful county. Thank you for trusting us with your most prized possessions.
Optum Health System's commitment to you has not changed. Unmatched safety and compassionate care. Others may talk about the new normal, but at Optum Health System, we've always provided high-quality, personalized care safely. If you have recently delayed your care, we want to reassure you we are prepared to care for you. Our absolute commitment to safe, high-quality, personalized care is stronger than ever. We welcome you back to Optum Health System.
I need to try it first.
for just the second time in the League One history of South Georgia Tormenta FC. They are in the League One postseason after a 3-0 victory over Texoma FC. Josh Lill, happy to take you with the full 90 minutes. Let's look at how we got to the final score. 3 goals tonight for Tormenta, none for Texoma. And the first one coming off of a corner kick. Jackson Simba Kazanzu skying through a crowd. Oscar Jimenez would be credited with the assist. That would make it 1-0 Tormenta. The second goal in stoppage time. Actually, this is the save of the match, brought to you by Vision Source. Point blank range, Patrick Stusfiski looking for his first professional goal, and Austin Pack, point blank range with the denial. That is your save of the match, brought to you by Vision Source. And at the hour mark, Tormenta would unleash themselves in transition. Mark McKeever talked about the importance of these type of plays in this scenario specifically, and Yaniv Bazzini doesn't miss. That would make it 2-0. Bazzini with his 11th goal in league play. And to tack on one more and get the party started in Statesboro, just 8 minutes later, Mason Tunbridge got the assist on the Bazzini goal, finds himself on the scoring end, and makes it a 3-piece for Tormenta. This is the 7th time that South Georgia have scored at least 3 goals in a match under the tenure of Mark McKeever. Full-time stats, again, 3-0 your final score. Tormenta dominant in the total shots department, 17-8. But Texoma had their fair share of tests on Austin Pack, who would go on to make 6 saves and record the shutout. 65% possession rate for Tormenta was aided also, too, by 11-4 corners. Not only were they holding the ball, but they were being effective in the final third, creating chances left and right. 5 total bookings this evening, and it should be noted, Knoxville tonight have clinched the Players' Shield. And going forward, it will be South Georgia Tormenta going up to Spokane to face Velocity FC in the first round of the League One playoffs. Mark McKeever coming in and over 12 games, picking up 10 wins, ending the season on a 9-match unbeaten streak. The Ibises, the chase for the trophy begins. They'll do so up in the Pacific Northwest, taking on Spokane Velocity FC. For Texoma, they'll hit the drawing board. Much to be excited about in 2026. Thank you to our entire crew for making this broadcast possible. I'm Josh Lill. So long, and have a great night. Tormenta win 3-0.
Copyrighted telecasts of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.